everybody, Jake here from Clinetimephotography, and on today's little awesome review, we're going to be talking about the rear roof rack for the Ford. So finally finished this thing up. Had a great time building it. Obviously, we wanted it to mirror the front rack as close as we could, so we kind of took that concept and then pretty much adopted it to this one. Same exact thing. This took me a little while to build. We'll kind of walk through some of the reasons why, and yeah, let's go and do it. So one of the cool features that you guys remember is we had on the ARB rack the telescoping ladder. So I wanted to keep that same design. I really enjoyed the fact that I could basically just take that ladder, fold it down, and don't have to worry about having to just, climb up on top of the truck and then having to like get stuff off. It makes getting up and down off the front of the truck really easy. So came up with this little system here. We basically took everything and just basically just kind of reinforced it really. So have our strap here, and then it just kind of comes down like so and drops down just like that. And then if we want to walk up, let's go ahead and come on up. So this is awesome because it just gives you really nice, just super easy access. If I want to get to anything up here, if I put anything else up here, I can access it really just nice and easy. And this is basically what the mount looks like. This collapsible ladder you can buy off of, I think it's Tuff Stuff's the one that sells them. I'll put a little link out to show you it on their website. And then basically what I did was kind of just drilled a hole, made the hole bigger, and then these are actually just some like hinge mounts that like kind of hang off a little bit, so I can kind of see that. That way it kind of helps with clearing the bottom side here. I kind of do wish I would have came out just a little bit more with them and kind of brought them out just a little bit further this way, but they work pretty good. Really awesome little system, and it really cleaned it up compared to what they looked like last time. Okay, and so on the back here, so you can kind of see we had to do some modifications for our awning here. I definitely want to keep the 270 awning. This has been a great addition for us, so that definitely wasn't going anywhere. So we just basically used some same material as our other plates. This is 1/8" steel. Used 1/8" steel, and then did a little, see the little truss going across right here too, and then just kind of took that to the side. So that way our awning's nice and mounted securely. Then back over here, I wanted to keep my chase light still, so just took these little brackets right here, welded those on, kind of kept them so they're a little bit more flush against the rack. And then over here, did the same thing on this side. Came out pretty good. And then for box mounts, super easy. That's one of the reasons I really do like these trusses. These trusses are all from the company called 8020. This is their 30 series. I think they estimated, I think each one of these weighs about like 5 pounds. They're aluminum, super lightweight. These are the anodized, obviously, too. If you do put these on a rack system like this shell, you will have to shorten up these brackets right here. These are shorter than the originals. You basically had to cut them out and then kind of, you guys can kind of see that, kind of re-welded them. And then that basically brought the whole rack down and made it nice and flush. So if you look closely, it is nice and flush with the front rack. Like you could pretty much lay a 2x4 and it'll be flat all the way across to the front. So that was something I really want to do, make it nice and flush like that. And then coming back to the cases, super easy. If I want to drop in another, you can buy the 8020 drop-in bolts, but I tried those, a couple of them, and they broke off. They're really flimsy. So what I did was I just used some carriage bolts and then just basically run them through right here, as you can see right there. And then those basically is what holds the cases down. So these basically stay on the truck the entire time now. Okay, and then coming over here to the propane tank. This is something that you can do too. Power Tank makes this mount. Usually comes in like I think it's like a stainless steel, but I took it over, had them powder coated along with the plates. I did like a flat black, and then that basically holds the propane tank for when we go camping. Um, if I can't tell you enough, I love this thing. You do not have to worry about it. The gas, how the gas, like when with the green tanks, how it will stop and not be as effective because of cold and all that good stuff. So these are really awesome. Power Tank makes these guys. So that is basically, so the rear rack was definitely a great build. We had a lot of fun building it. Designing it, like I said, I've been designing these two racks for probably the past couple of years. Did the first one, turned out great. Did the second one in the rear rack, and it turned out awesome. I could not be happier with it. Being able to weld, being able to just build stuff on your own has just been phenomenal. Special thank you to Precision Powder Coating. They were the ones that powder coated the racks for me. I don't have any association with them. They just did a great job, and then they were able to just kind of really get me set up with the colors I wanted. And it was just super nice to have them powder coated. It just originally I was going to rattle can it, but he talked me into it, and it just made it that much more amazing. I will say the rear rack before we with the old school, the ARB steel rack with the wire mesh, our road shower tank, the plates, everything. And when we took it off, it was about 240 pounds is what I estimated to be at. So a ton of weight on top of the shell here. So taking that off, I could definitely feel it off-roading. The truck off-roads a lot better now. It doesn't sway back and forth. The new rack, I still got to weigh it. If I had to guess, even with the awning, I'm guessing it's probably in the neighborhood of 80 pounds, if that. And that's because the awning itself, I think, weighs about 40 pounds by itself with the Overland Vehicle Systems awning, plus the cases and the propane tank and everything else. I'd say we're probably at about 50 pounds. So right there, we lost, gosh, do some quick math here, 150 pounds. So that was definitely a really, really great plus because weight's everything. You guys know that. I've preached that night and day. It, gives you more power to your truck, gives you better fuel range, especially top heavy weight like this. You don't want a lot of that weight up top and swaying you around and stuff because the truck, you will feel it. And I did feel it with that old rack. The next thing I'm going to have to start working on here as well is going to be water. I'm going to need to figure out a water storage system. It's not going to be up top anymore. I'm going to try and bring it down to the frame somehow. So that'll be a great little project that it's going to be obviously very unique, of course, because everything we build on the truck is definitely very unique because typically there's nothing else like it. So yeah, look forward to that, and I'll see you guys next time. If you have any questions from the video or anything like that, please feel free to let me know, and I'll talk to you next time. Thanks for watching. Later.